Debbie Preston's attorney reacts as the county executive admits to misusing a town of Conklin credit card. Plus, think BGM first? Not so much. For another major airline, travelers will soon have less options to fly locally. Fox 40 HD News at 10 starts right now.
Fox 40 HD News Live at 10 starts now.
Broome County Executive Debbie Preston admits to misusing a town of Conklin credit card as county executive after the flood in September 2011. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jeremy Donovan. A tearful Preston issued an apology Tuesday afternoon rather. The Broome County Executive said she is not resigning or dropping out of the race for re-election after documents leaked to the media a month before the election revealed she used the town of Conklin credit card to buy personal items.
No taxpayer money, and it was no town money.
No taxpayer dollars, no town money. Preston made that point clear during a Monday afternoon news conference. Preston apologized and said she started to charge items in 2011 after running into financial problems after the 2011 flood.
I had flood insurance on structure but not contents, so there was clothing, there was a lot of things.
Preston said she paid off the card. She said the town of Conklin supervisor Jim Finch said the matter was resolved, but said the issue resurfaced when she received a message a year and a half later.
If I didn't get somebody to change their vote on something, that they would come out with the issue of this credit card.
Preston became emotional when pressed about what she says were threats.
Come out with it.
Was that person attempting to blackmail you? In your view?
Yes.
This was an elected official?
No.
Who was it?
I can't say. I can't.
Debbie, what did you say?
I said no.
Have there been multiple cases of people trying to use this against you?
Yes.
Has that been weighing over you all this time?
Yes, but I didn't do it. I didn't do what they asked me to do. I wouldn't do it.
Preston's attorney, Paul Battisti, could not comment on the legal action ahead as per attorney-client privilege. He would not comment on who may be behind the leak of the documents, but did say that the timing of the leak seems politically motivated.
Just remember what today's date is and what happens in approximately 4 weeks, and ask yourself, why now? And I think the simplest answer is the truest.
And you're saying that it's your belief as the attorney representing the county executive that this is tied directly to her re-election campaign?
I think common sense dictates that.
So you believe, Paul, that there's possible motivation?
Definitely.
Political?
I do.
Okay.
When something arrives anonymously, say no more.
Battisti also said that if someone is blackmailing Preston, as she suggested, that person should know who they are and hire an attorney. Preston also sent a letter to the state attorney general's office requesting an audit of her credit card use. Preston's Democratic opponent in next month's election gave his reaction. Jason Garner said it was, quote, ridiculous that his campaign is behind any leaked documents. In a statement to Fox 40, he said, quote, I don't think anyone thinks it's legal or ethical to use a credit card for personal purchases. I think this is a clear issue of right and wrong. I would never tolerate this for myself or anyone else in my administration. It is a black and white issue. My concern is that if this is happening in the town of Conklin, I would also want to know what has been going on in the Broome County Executive's office, end quote. Garner says if elected, he would call for a comptroller to audit the county executive's office. A thorough review, he says, is necessary to see how money comes in and out of that office. Candidates for the 52nd District Senate seat visited the Binghamton Rotary Club today. Fred Akshar and Sharon answered voters' concerns. Among the issues raised by the candidates and Rotary members were ethics, economic development, and the heroin epidemic. Club members say these forums are a good way to get informed about local politics.
You actually have the ability to put someone on the spot and say, look, this is what I'm concerned about.
The Republican incumbent Akshar is running for his first full term, being elected following the late Tom Libis's resignation. Ball is the former head of the Broome County Arts Council and is running for office for the first time. The construction of a 10-unit housing project in Binghamton aims to provide veterans facing homelessness a residence and opportunities for their futures. The $408,000 rehabilitation project is located at 27 Pine Street in the city. It's the latest effort of Mayor Rich David's Blue Ribbon Commission to end veteran homelessness. The group includes local experts in veteran support services and homelessness. Officials say veterans can become homeless due to poverty, substance abuse, and mental health challenges, among other reasons.
Getting someone off the streets and into a safe place to live is really the triage, it's the initial part of it. The work really begins afterwards because there's a lot of getting at the underlying causes that have caused the vet to be homeless in the first place.
The unit will also include a meeting space for support services, including job placement. The project is being funded by $240,000 of the city's federal affordable housing entitlement, along with funding from government and nonprofit partners. Construction is scheduled to be complete by February 2017. Going once, going twice, the Vestal Hills Country Club will be sold to the highest bidder. The sale of the 18-hole golf course and country club is subject to a minimum bid of $1 million. The 214-acre property includes the golf club, banquet facility, fixtures, furnishings, machinery, and liquor license. The only thing non-transferable in the sale of the property is mineral rights. The auction takes place on site at 5 p.m. on October 21st. The American Cancer Society in Johnson City is highlighting its free services for community members battling the tough disease. The organization currently provides services including a Look Good, Feel Better partnership with local hospitals, which teaches women to cope with skin changes and hair loss using donated beauty kits. Those who have faced hair loss can also get free wigs, hats, and scarves at the organization's Johnson City location. This site also features a Road to Recovery program, which provides rides to and from treatment for patients in need.
And we want everyone to know we're here, we can support you, we can provide you with a wig, we can provide you with a ride, we'll support you.
Callaway says the services show how, in addition to research, the organization's fundraising efforts go back into the community. For more information on how to volunteer, donate, or receive these services, check out our website, wicz.com. American Airlines has announced it is discontinuing services in Elmira and Binghamton next February. A spokeswoman from the airline told Fox 40 in a written statement that the supply of the routes and demand for them at the two airports are behind the discontinuation. In August, United Airlines announced it would stop flying out from the airport in late November. The head of the Greater Binghamton Airport says he is still talking to both American and United to see if there is some degree of service they could still provide at the airport. He is also talking to Delta about expanding its services at the airport.
Well, we're looking at all options. So either increasing service with Delta, which they have indicated that they will be adding another flight to Detroit soon. And we could possibly look at another hub through Delta or looking at other airlines. We'll keep all options open.
American Airlines service will discontinue on February 15th, 2017. United Airlines announced it would stop flying out from the airport on November 29th, 2016. Coming up after the break, Pokemon Go turning into an unintentional fitness app, plus a couple of clowns getting arrested. Why this isn't a laughing matter. Pokemon Go is turning into an unintentional fitness app motivating sedentary players to get up and move. A new study from Microsoft Research found that frequent users of the popular app took 26% more steps than they did before playing Pokemon Go. Researchers estimate that Pokemon Go has added 144 billion steps to U.S. physical activity. The most drastic changes in activity level were seen in sedentary users now who are often found walking around trying to catch Pokemon, thanks to increasing activity levels, which can reduce death risks. After assessing popular health applications, the Microsoft team found that Pokemon Go changed the activity levels of its users more than exercise-related apps. A disturbing craze is sweeping across the nation of adults dressing up as creepy clowns. Sure, Halloween is a few weeks away, but candy doesn't seem to be a priority for these costumed creepers. A group of adults has now been arrested in Wisconsin. Emily Matesic reports.
Just before 4 Friday morning, Menasha police caught up with 2 men dressed as clowns. People in the area of Appleton and Midway Roads reported the pair had been chasing cars. When police found the 20 and 29-year-old men, they also learned a 26-year-old woman had been driving them around.
The female and one of the males have a child together. It was a 4-year-old child, and they had left this 4-year-old girl home alone while they decided to go out doing their clowning activities.
Police ended up arresting the parents on suspicion of child neglect, and they're now waiting to be charged.
The child was actually placed outside of the home by Winnebago County Social Services.
Fox Valley Metro Police say a 14-year-old boy wearing a clown mask led to a disturbance at Sunset Park late Sunday afternoon. Authorities say the teen was blocking a 1-lane road in the park that a father and son were trying to drive down.
Teenager gets out of the vehicle and says, "Can you move so we can drive through?" At this point, the clown presented what turned out to be a real knife and just held it in his hand. Didn't run after the car, didn't display it like this, just held it.
Officers are asking he be charged with disorderly conduct with a deadly weapon. That incident was the second time police were called to Sunset Park yesterday. Earlier in the day, residents called police to report this clown carrying what appeared to be a sledgehammer through the park. He told officers he was with friends playing a game of hide and seek, and the sledgehammer was a plastic prop. While no one has been injured in any of these incidents, police are concerned that these situations could escalate, and that's why they're hoping that these acts will stop.
There's been different posts and different things out there now that people are saying if a clown comes up to me, I'm going to fill in the blank. And, there's been some comments made by CCW people saying, I'm going to draw it down on them.
So before anyone gets hurt, police want people to realize these clown games aren't funny and put them to rest. In the Fox Valley, Emily Matesic, Action 2 News.
Well, from a pair of creepy clowns to a man that doesn't need a red nose and face paint to be terrifying, mixed weather is next.
I would say an acceptable fall day tomorrow. Everyone calling sick.
Are you?
I invented it.
Well, we won't see him tomorrow, I guess. See you. Join us tomorrow at 6 and 10. Have a good night, Kirkwood.
See ya.
Yeah.